Welcome to today's deep dive into a fascinating and complex topic: the growth of Pentecostal Christianity in South India. This is a story about faith, identity, and social change, unfolding in states like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. It's a story that touches on caste, dignity, and the economic shifts that have shaped modern India. So let's unpack this together, exploring why this transformation is happening, how it's reshaping communities, and the tensions it's sparking along the way. In recent decades, South India has seen a remarkable rise in Christianity, particularly through Pentecostal and house church movements. A big part of this growth comes from Dalits and other marginalized caste groups converting from Hinduism to Christianity. These conversions aren't just about spiritual choices, they're deeply tied to social and economic realities. For many Dalits who face centuries of oppression under the caste system, Christianity offers a way to escape humiliation and reclaim dignity. In Tamil Nadu, for example, a Dalit priest shared a painful truth. Even after his village embraced Christianity, caste Hindus still barred them from shared wells or spaces. Stories like Dalit children being denied water from the same vessels as others were common well into the 2000s, and in some rural areas, Dalits are still excluded from temples, festivals, and even burial grounds. This hidden apartheid pushes many to see conversion as a form of protest, a way to demand respect in a society that often denies it. Hinduism has tried to address these inequities with reforms like temple entry laws or training non-Brahmin priests, but these efforts haven't fully bridged the gap. India's economic liberalization since 1991 brought some progress. Poverty dropped and new jobs opened for some Dalits, but economic gains haven't erased social stigma. A Tamil Nadu official put it bluntly: "You can change your religion, but your caste sticks with you for life." This harsh reality makes Christianity, with its promise of equality before God, incredibly appealing. In some cases, entire Dalit communities have converted after facing caste atrocities, using their new faith to demand dignity when Hindu society falls short. Beyond escaping oppression, converts are drawn to the practical support churches offer, like schools, healthcare, or aid in poor rural areas. The sense of community in these churches, where Dalits aren't treated as polluted, offers both spiritual solace and a new social identity. For many, it's a chance to break free from a Hindu culture that they feel has never served them. This shift is most visible in the rise of Pentecostal and house churches across South India's countryside. Unlike traditional Catholic or Protestant denominations with established institutions, these newer evangelical movements thrive through small, informal gatherings. A house church might be a dozen people praying under a thatched roof or in someone's home, led by a pastor who's often Dalit or from a similar background. In Andhra Pradesh, there could be tens of thousands of these mini congregations. A 2020 government report identified nearly 30,000 Christian pastors in the state, roughly equal to the number of Hindu priests, despite Christians officially being just 1–2% of the population. Each pastor often leads a small congregation, pointing to a vast network of village churches. In Telangana, too, Pentecostal and Baptist groups have grown steadily since the 1990s, especially among Telugu-speaking Dalits. These churches are adaptable, meeting in homes or shops to avoid scrutiny, with vibrant worship styles. Think lively hymns and claims of miracles that resonate deeply with people seeking hope amid hardship. But here's where it gets tricky. Many of these converts are crypto-Christians, people who practice Christianity privately but stay Hindu on official records. Why? India's affirmative action system. Dalits who convert to Christianity lose their scheduled caste status, which means no access to reserved jobs, education seats, or legal protections against caste violence. Faced with this trade-off, many keep their Hindu identity on paper while worshipping Christ in secret. Experts estimate this hidden Christian population is huge, possibly pushing Andhra's true Christian share to 10 and 12%, far above the official 1.4%. In Tamil Nadu, some say the real Christian population could be 15–20%, not the census-reported 6.1%. Nationwide, scholars suggest India's Christian population might be closer to 5 to 9%, nearly double the official 2.3%. This creates a unique reality. India may have one of the world's largest underground churches, with millions of Dalits living a dual life to hold on to economic and social benefits. This religious shift is impacting Tamil Nadu's vibrant temple culture. As families convert, they stop participating in Hindu festivals or donating to temples, especially in villages where entire Dalit hamlets turn Christian. Smaller temples, reliant on local offerings, are feeling the pinch, with some struggling to stay maintained. In mixed religion villages, tensions can flare. Converts might skip traditional festivals, sparking disputes. In one Tamil Nadu town, a temple chariot festival was halted for 3 years after a Christian faction clashed with Hindu organizers. There's also an emotional toll. Some Hindu families feel a deep loss when their children convert and abandon ancestral rites. While some crypto-Christians still visit temples to blend in, the overall trend is clear. Conversions are reducing temple participation, challenging a centuries-old cultural cornerstone. The rise of Christianity hasn't gone unnoticed by Hindu nationalist groups like the RSS and VHP, collectively known as the Sangh Parivar. They see conversions as a threat to India's Hindu identity and often claim missionaries are bribing or coercing people, though investigations find little evidence of this. In response, they've pushed for stricter anti-conversion laws and campaigned against crypto-Christians claiming scheduled caste benefits. Their Ghar Wapsi or homecoming programs aim to reconvert Christians back to Hinduism, with events in Andhra and Telangana reportedly bringing thousands back. The Sangh also runs grassroots efforts like schools and medical camps to rival Christian outreach, while urging Hindus to end caste discrimination to keep Dalits in the fold. Politically, they frame parties like Tamil Nadu's DMK or Andhra's YSRCP as soft on missionary infiltration, using the issue to rally Hindu voters. This has fueled tensions, with occasional attacks on churches or prayer halls, often under the pretext of stopping forced conversions. So what does this all mean? The growth of Pentecostal Christianity in South India reflects a deep yearning for dignity among Dalits and marginalized groups, a quest for equality that the caste system hasn't fully delivered. It's a symptom of unresolved social injustices and a catalyst for debates about secularism, religious freedom, and caste in modern India. The crypto-Christian phenomenon shows how policy shapes personal faith, forcing many to hide their beliefs to secure economic survival. For Hindu institutions, it's a wake-up call to make their faith more inclusive. For the church, it's a challenge to truly embody casteless fellowship. Politically, the tug-of-war over reservations for Dalit Christians could reshape India's affirmative action system, but any change will spark fierce debate. In the villages of South India, you can see this transformation unfolding. A small prayer hall popping up where only Hindu shrines once stood, families quietly heading to church on Sundays, and temple festivals feeling a little emptier. It's a complex picture, not about one faith winning or losing, but about people seeking respect and belonging in a changing world. The real story isn't a demographic takeover. Christians remain a small minority, but a profound quest for justice and dignity.